one of our mates had rabbits when we were kids, and it gave birth, and they have like big litters, and rabbits are like renowned for killing their own babies. It's like they'll sit on them and kill them.
Whoa.
And so, us as idiot kids, we decided it would be a funny prank if we wrap the rabbit up in a newspaper and leave it on our neighbour's step. So there's about 3 of us, and we do that, and we run, and like we knock and we run off, but there's a window right next to the door. So as we're running off, the neighbour sees us, and he comes and grabs our parents. Is the biggest belting I've had in my life to this day.
Was it dead?
Yeah, it was.
They put
expired
dead baby rabbits on the neighbours. Like,
belted.
yeah.
Didn't do it again though. So
Learned your lesson.
yeah.
That kind of thing's where I have a lot of sympathy as teachers for like dumb stuff that kids do. Where you're just like, kids just do dumb things, and they think it's normal or okay or whatever. You're like, were you thinking? No, you weren't thinking.
When do you think that expired for you? When did you think you could no longer? What was the last dumb thing that you did, and how old was it where you couldn't get away with dumb things like that anymore?
Apparently, George did that when he was 22 last week. Oh, dumb things. I don't remember. It was
I remember just vivid. I don't know if it's the last thing I did, but I remember going inside, getting the carton of eggs, and just smacking him with a tennis racket around my house.
How old were you?
I think I was maybe 8 or 9.
Okay.
indoors.
No, outside. And then we would go.
It's indoors.
No, but then we would go to my cousin's house at a pool. We'd all get tennis rackets. And we get like ice. I just smack the ice against the big glass window.
Yeah.
And I think back and go, if someone did that at my house, they're never coming over. Like I'm just
One that we did
I'm banning that kid.
with the Alexandra boys. We found a machete in their dad's shed. Oh, not a machete, an axe, a hatchet, and we're throwing it at stuff. And then someone found a half-deflated basketball and put it there. And we would have been like 10, 11, threw the hatchet at the basketball and it just rebounds up in the air.
Insane. No.
Had a grown-ups moment.
Those are dumb things.
We had lots of those, but I reckon it's probably by about 14 that you start to expect them to think a little bit. We had a mate who he threw a rock through the neighbour's window just because he wanted to hear what glass breaking sounded like. Just like, just smashed it. Boys all come running inside. Dad comes out. What's going on? Who did that? And sure, it was a big window too. Like he didn't just pick a little tiny one. He's picked a massive window. I'll say the last one I actually can think of. Probably the last one. Moved out of home, living with like three other guys, and we played indoor like lounge room cricket. It was like a relatively squishy ball and a little plastic bat, like 30 centimeter cricket bat, but just in the lounge room playing lounge room cricket, except like flogging this ball around the room. It was a squishy ball and everything, but you look back now, you're like, what possessed us to think that was going to be okay? Like it was all of our stuff and whatever and everything, but just dumb.
My cousin, before his sister's wedding day last year, they've got a new pool area, recently tiled, beautiful, just ready for the photos when everyone comes over, because obviously Arab houses, her side will come to the house, take photos, food, dance. This guy puts it on Snapchat and he just records himself, gives it to his brother. It's like 7:30 in the morning. All the aunties are there, Lebanese stress mode. He runs outside. He puts one of those exercise trampolines near the pool, and his mum's watching him like, "What's he doing?" Like she thinks he's like just cleaning up. He takes his shirt off, runs back, cannonballs, water goes everywhere. And then we get a Snapchat of it in like fast mode, and all you hear is like the aunties and mums just screaming at him, and he's just like in the pool. I was like, "What?" And he's 23. We're going, "What is wrong with you?" It's just so funny.
When does it become dumb, but you thought about it? You planned the dumb.
He planned the trampoline. He actually went to jump. We're back, and then jumped. He did a double take.
That's probably in the same level as the cricket. It's like, this was not just spur of the moment stupid, like, oh, we got these dead rabbits, let's just do something dumb. This is like, let's go get a cricket bat and let's plan out how we're going to play cricket in our lounge room.
You had time to not do it.
That's right.
That's so good.
That's good fun.
Get into it.
Come on, Samuel. Dumbest thing you remember from kids?
I'm just a massive thinker. I don't remember the last thing. Probably the most dumbest thing would be playing footy on a slip and slide.
That's the
That's the tooth
Yep.
story. But other than that, very cautious kid.
I had Luke and Trent, my two very good mates. They were pretty radical dude, especially Luke. But I was kind of the third kid along. So typically the third one was like, that turned out pretty bad for you too. I think I'll be right. Plenty of them. And Trent's family of 5 boys. So just chaos stuff there.
It's when you're around your friends, hey. It's just
Different.
Just exciting.
becomes stupid.
I think
stuff.
once when I was at our school fete at Toonie, do you know those things you throw on the ground, they pop?
Yeah.
I said, oh, grab a whole bunch of them. I'll lie down on my stomach, take my shirt off and just throw them at my back. I don't know why. I just did it in front of all the boys and the girls. And I think it was in year 8 or year 9. I was like, yeah, just do it.
Just do it.
I was like, why did I do that? I was like, wasn't worth the attention.
For like others, I've got a lot of time for like just like stop and it's like the consequence is really like, how did that feel? Like, what
Was it worth it?
was that worth it? What do you think about that? Oh yeah, no, actually, it's all right.
Lesson
Like,
learned.
whatever.
Welcome back to another episode of the PE Forecast. We've got my boy Georgie, AJ and Josh, and myself, Samuel. We're here to talk all things sport, faith, life. And today, we've got a bit of a new theme we're discussing. Josh, what are we talking about?
It's Thanksgiving weekend. Just happened. Black Friday sales, all of those things. Turkey in America, NFL games, all of that stuff. But Thanksgiving is actually, even though we don't celebrate it really in Australia, if I was going to pick a holiday from somewhere else, that'd be the holiday I pick. Less for the sales and the turkey and stuff, and more for what the holiday actually means, and being thankful for stuff that you have. Like, I don't know if there's a much better idea of a holiday to add than, hey, be thankful for what you've got, be thankful for people around you, things you have, and just stop for a day to be grateful. So, really simple to start us off. Some things that you guys are thankful for in your lives, and tell us what it is and why you're thankful for it, and what it means to you. It's going to be a deeper episode, I guess. Some serious things.
I'll start us off. Yeah, I'll get a bit deep straight away, if that's all right. I'm thankful for other men and women who've been able to mentor me. So I'll probably say mentors. So I'm just super grateful for, whether it be friends or older people or people who are, spiritual leaders or, work leaders or whatever that might be. I hadn't really experienced much of that apart from my parents growing up. And so the last few years getting to know, obviously, some of the boys around this table and other people at work, and then even within my spiritual journey over the last few years, it's been something that I didn't really have growing up, but since now gaining it, it's just given me a whole new aspect of gratitude for that. So that's probably my one that I've come to learn over the last 12 months for sure.
Beautiful. George, what are you thankful for?
One thing I'm thankful for is the country we're in. Me growing up overseas in a third world nation, one thing I noticed coming straight back to Australia and living here, I was just a deeper level of appreciation and just gratitude for what we have. And you hear it all the time, like, we're given all this, we're blessed. But when you see the difference between other nations and where we are, I think it brings a deeper level of gratitude. And then I feel like that just plays out in the rest of the way, I guess, your worldview. It just puts everything into perspective. And so for me, living overseas as a young kid and coming back, I feel like that is something I'm just great. I remember getting off the plane and just being in Australia. I just remember, I don't know, it's home, but it's like, man, everything, you just see everything in a different light. I mean, the air just seems a bit fresher. The sky seems a bit clearer. Just stuff like that. So for me, that's one thing I'm always grateful for, and I always have to remind myself that, and it's a blessing to be here, and our problem's not that big. So yeah, I always
Like it or hate it about anything to do with Australia, man. Like there are few countries on earth that you could want to be at instead of Australia. We
Mhm.
are incredibly
100%.
blessed. I have a very shallow version of that same thing that I was thinking about over the weekend. We have like Amazon Prime or whatever it's called. They're like 1 day delivery. That is at a shallow level, like
Yeah,
thankfulness. That is the most ridiculous thing ever. That you can just be like, oh, I really like that thing, and it arrives at your door
Yeah.
tomorrow.
True.
And you just come home
Yeah.
from work the next day and it's there. And it's not like, oh, I like that thing.
Mm.
Yeah, I might get that. And you wait a while and it's just there the next day. Like that is unreal.
Mm.
And like we take it so for granted
Yeah.
for something like that. We were doing some like Black Friday shopping and whatever and all of that. And like half things already arrived.
Mm.
That was like Friday we ordered stuff. And it arrived that quickly at a simple, shallow level like this. It's a silly example of it, but this gratitude of like, man,
Yeah.
so blessed that it can make us greedy and selfish, but you can also step back and just like, man, what an easy,
Blessing, yeah.
comfortable, great
Yeah.
life we live.
Ano-
A great place.
Another thing, sorry, just on that, and just as teachers, I feel like a big thing that we take for granted as well is the education that we get. Third world nation people would kill for the level that we get, and then sometimes you just see, even myself growing up, you just take it for granted a bit, just how blessed you are to have that. Sort of don't get the perspective of that, but yeah, same sort of thing.
I think that's why we complain a lot about some of the kids' apathy
Yeah,
towards learning.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you guys got it so good here.
yeah.
You see that in any kind of first generation immigrants, that it's like the parents, they come here from difficult circumstances, they work their butts off, and it's just to their kids, it's like just education, you have to work. And even kids who are not particularly bright or anything, but you see their parents just put on them like, you've got to work, you either know or we've told you about what we came from, and you got to work hard, and you see that gratitude for what they have.
Yeah.
Might be a bit cliche from a hopeless romantic, but I'm gonna have to go down that road. This is to my wife. I'm very very thankful for supporting me through teaching and doing full time uni. It's not easy, and especially when a lot of time is devoted to, or I can struggle to time manage when devoting time to work and to uni. So she's been a massive support. But then just reflecting on how God has used her in my sanctification journey and just how soft I've been. I probably struggled with a bit of legalism and a bit of Calvinistic legalism. But my views have definitely softened, and I've just been so immersed in God's grace, and she's been a light and a path to that. So
How do you beat that? That's incredible, man.
I don't know if I can beat that. Oh, I've got one that can rival it. We'll go around and I'll tell you.
You say
Separate
so
it out from
your
there.
wife's better than Dan's wife? Or?
My wife is just better than your wife. One of the a podcaster guy I listen to, he often talks about people asking, "What did you do to get a great marriage?" He's like, "I married my wife, but I'm married to her, so can't help you. I'm already married to the best woman in the world, so you've got to find someone else." Things I'm grateful for. First, I'll say just long-term friends and support network that I'm just incredibly blessed. I've said this before, but just incredibly blessed by friends that I've had for many, many, many years, and through good things, bad things that have happened, through times when our friendships have been really close and when it's not been close, but guys who I've known for a long, long time. The more I see other people who don't have friendships like that as an adult, who don't have that kind of thing, the more I'm like, man, I got lucky. Like I just somehow got lucky that the guys that I knew from when I was 5-6 years old are still my good friends at 61, and they've been my friends for such a long time, and that's an incredible blessing, and definitely appreciate that a whole lot. I think it's good to be really grateful. Any other things? A second round.
Man, I'm going to just start off by saying food. Oh my goodness. Think
Man.
about some of the best times you've ever had in your life.
when you guys came with the food today, that was a
good moment.
highlight.
That's honest. If you think about it, right? Give us this day our daily bread.
Mm.
Man,
Mm.
if the devil tempted Jesus with food, how good is food? Let's be
That was a
real.
good one.
How good is food? Honestly,
Yeah.
and like you said, third world country and all that.
Yeah.
But I think just even we talk about this thing called common grace, where every human on earth is experiencing the grace of God, whether it's the air that we breathe, whether they're believing Him or not.
Mm.
And then this thing of food, it's like, man, this is what a blessing.
Yeah.
You're getting deeper, but it's like, man, some of the best times I've ever had has been with me, with my cousins, family, friends,
Yeah.
around a dinner table, getting a feed, whatever it is. It's like food is just it's a thing that gathers people.
Mm.
And I think in my culture, and I think in everyone's really, but has their own twist. But a lot of our hospitality and a lot of the doors that have been opened by God to other people through us have been through food. And so that hospitality opens fellowship, and the fellowship opens people's hearts. So it's almost like the food. I know that the love languages and all that, but I think in our Arab culture, one of our love languages is food and
100%.
hospitality.
We
Grateful for that.
we have some people over, not super often, but that's something that's kind of lost, like having people over to your house to feed them a meal. And if
Mm.
you invite someone over to eat, it's like incredible blessing for that
It's
person,
mad.
for
It's
you as
so
well. But
good.
like the
100%.
people, it draws you closer than anything else. If you have people at your house sitting at a table eating food together, incredibly good.
So good, man.
Mm.
Other things you guys are thankful for? I'll save my very deep one. Separate time to Sevs.
I'll go less deep. Thankful for the 49ers
Yes,
for the dub today.
Yeah,
Getting our first dub since 1984 in Cleveland.
wow.
So it's been a long time. But Kyle Shanahan and the boys did a good job today.
Thankful for sport in general. Hey,
Yeah.
like sport. Imagine
Yeah.
we'd be out of a job really.
I would be in a mental ward in that sport.
We're obviously, leeching followers and views away from Chris Williamson and Modern Wisdom and all of
Yeah.
that. The top
Sorry, guys.
podcasts in the
Yeah,
world.
sorry.
Sorry, we're
Sorry,
taking
guys,
his
yeah.
spot. Listening to him the other day, he actually mentioned this great little thing like about that reminded me of saying like we let tiny little things ruin our day. And then we act like it has to be the most special thing ever for it to make our day. Why can't we ever let little things? Your team won. Why can't you let that make your whole day?
Mm.
And a great attitude towards gratitude, of just being like, man, this little thing went right today. Man, how good is that? How good is life that my team won this morning? They played
See,
well.
I love that, and unfortunately, I don't experience it a lot because I have teams that lose all the time. But-
I've told you, man. Time and time again.
I can tell you now, on the opposite, I'm not the guy you want to talk to if my team's lost on that day.
No, I understand that one very, very much so.
Touch Footy Grand Final Division 3 Parramatta Eels comp. What
Yeah,
do
we
you do?
had a bias ref.
What do you do? There's just you win some, you lose some, and then when you lose some, you really lose them.
I don't know how losing Division 7 competitions can hurt so bad.
I now understand. Coming back
It's
from our
the
first
worst.
episode,
It is the worst.
I was nervous going to the game, so I know what it
You
feels
know,
like.
You finally
I
become
can
a real
sympathise
athlete.
with your weaknesses.
I was actually so nervous that day.
I wasn't nervous. I was fearful that the game was going to go the way it did, that it was going to be left up to the refs, and that some
Tough.
people would just not rock up to the game. So
Yeah, thanks, Benji.
yeah, thanks, Benji. Anyways, I'm grateful for screen time. I'm sick of social. I got off socials, yeah. So I'm hopefully going to try and buy a Nokia soon. So when I make the
Brick
move,
phone.
when I make the move,
3310.
when I make the move, no one can
next.
contact me. It's like a burner phone. That's it. Like, so I'm grateful
So-
for screen time, and yeah,
Phone that's in a plastic bag so you can't actually touch it. No microwaves into you. Any of
I
that.
just if you just have pigeons, I'll just contact you that way. Just send us.
George, any other things you're grateful for?
Might sound a bit cliche, but I'm grateful for my church.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's not cliche.
George, you
Blessing
got
on
all the
your
good
life.
ones,
I think it's a huge blessing being planted in any church, any local church, but just being a part of that, serving in that, having leaders above you, having people.
Any people
Yeah.
in particular that you?
Bum, bum.
Leaders.
Leaders.
The community of a church.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a blessing.
Sick, man.
It's a blessing. One more deep one.
Pray I could experience that one day. That'd be really nice.
we're believing for it. We're believing for it. We are. One more deep one. I'm incredibly grateful for my kids. That
Aw,
Same.
they are the best, most fun part of my life. As much fun as this is, my kids are the most fun part of my life.
Love you,
And,
Dad.
that perspective is lost on way too many people. I say that at school all the time. Like, man, I love my kids. Oh, they're so much fun to be around. And students always like suddenly look at me like, what are you talking about? Like, no. Like, I love my kids. I want to be around them all the time. If they're not home or like they stay at their grandma's, which like nowadays they're staying at their grandma's once a week to help out and whatever. And I miss them that night every single time. Like, oh, house is quiet. The kids are not here. And I'm grateful for my kids. And they, when you think about them that way, of course they're fun. Like you're busy thinking about how good they are. And so
Do you think
I'm very
that
grateful for them.
parent complaining about kids, do you think that's always been around? Or do you think that's really accelerated over the last probably 20 years, 30 years? Because I hear it more now than ever because everyone's posting their stuff. And
Yeah.
Accelerated, definitely.
I know I don't have kids, but if I have little cousins and stuff, it's like, man, there's not many other things in life that bring more joy than when you're around.
I think it's accelerated with the push of the parenting styles.
That and just the entire sort of
Entitlement.
entertainment
Yeah.
Yeah.
thing of like everything is people in their own bubble.
Yeah.
You watch your own things, you listen to your own things. Your kids are on their own iPad
Yeah.
and you're all separated, and then now because you're not all together all the time, suddenly they're an inconvenience to you instead of the other way around where you're together and then you're happy being together and you're invested in that. I think it has to start from when they're really young. Like it's tough to restart that once they're 8-10 years old. Like it's tough, but I'd
pretty-
say fully worth it.
It's pretty sad when you hear kids talking about, or like teenagers talking about kids like that, where like their perspective already on family is like,
I hate kids.
it's like yuck. Why would I want this? I don't know.
Very
I
sad.
find that sad how that's already there.
There's not many things in life that are going to last. You're building a generation.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think the culture's actually getting worse with that now. And like we saw it the other day, how pregnancy and a lot of those issues are being introduced in the curriculum next couple of years. But Australia's decreasing in how many people are wanting to have kids. And
Because kids keep mums out of the workforce for a
Yeah.
while. They interfere with your life. They cost a lot of money. All those things. And yes, all that's true. But they also just like they're the most fun, best thing ever. And
What are you here for? That's ultimately what it is, the purpose.
so very, very grateful for my kids. And any chance I can have them talk, play, whatever, be around them, I just love it. It's the
Awesome,
best.
man. We love you too, Dad.
And to all of our dads as well. So, thinking just all about thankfulness and gratitude, it's easy, obviously, to have this big, deep conversation. But are there any things that you guys do to just help you be grateful on a day-to-day basis and find some thankfulness daily?
I think always thinking about where I've come from to where I am now, and just the simple things like often I find encouraging other people allows me to reflect on gratitude. So even if I'm not feeling the best that day, if I can encourage a student or a staff member or a family member, and I can say, hey, you got breath in your lungs today, let's go. It's almost like I'm talking to myself as well. So just reminding myself, mate, if I'm breathing, if I'm here, then God's still got something for me. I'm working. He's still got me here for a purpose and a plan. And just reminding myself that, He's in control.
yeah, I'm a bit similar, bit more like I would either send motivation texts, like keep it up, or send a verse, or something that I've been doing this year's, or specifically more with Abby, but it would be like writing just a note.
Nice.
Or just even on like if we do like a lunch on the foil, just keep going or anything like that. And I'll do the same with the students as well.
That's awesome, man.
One thing for me, one of the best pieces of advice my dad has given me, he had us working out at the back, and it would have been like a 40-degree day, and I would have been 15, 16 at the time, and I'm complaining to him, and then he just stops. He just puts down his, like, what we're doing. He's like, man, no one cares when you complain. Like, no one actually cares. And for me, it was like man, I do too much complaining, and that's all, everything. And I know, and I picked it up after he said that. I picked it up. I'm complaining about everything. Everything I'm doing is complaining. And then so one of the things for me was catching myself, and then instead of complaining, just spinning it and making it a positive instead of having a sook about it, even when it might be a negative. But instead of focusing on that negative and complaining about it and vocalizing it, catching myself and being able to spin that into a positive. And I found for me that was a mindset shift for me. And when I did that, I could start to be more grateful. But before that, it was like my perspective wasn't allowing me to be grateful and to vocalize. I was always looking at the negatives and nitpicking that. So for me, that was one thing for me, just focus less on the negative and just try to see the positive, even if there might not be much. Just try pick it out and vocalize that.
So
Good one, bro.
A simple one I've been using a little bit with students more and more is asking them about what's the best or their favorite thing. So, what's your favorite subject at school or whatever it is, but something like that. And then whenever someone would say, oh, none, or I don't like any of them or any of that, I'd just try and shift the focus to like best just means it's better than all the other ones. It doesn't actually mean that you love that subject or anything, but it's just better than the other ones. And so then as soon as you look at it like that, it's like, well, yeah, that's actually like, it's better than, like, it could be worse. And as soon as you're thinking like, this thing's better than all those other things, suddenly you're instantly thinking like, oh, this is like, it's not that bad. Like I could be doing this instead, and that could be way harder, or this could be going wrong instead. And any of that mindset really helps. I guess the other one that I've been doing is just with my kids. We try and pray in the morning in the car before we get to school. And I noticed my kids were praying. Everything is just like, God, make this happen, and God, give me this, and give me this, and give me this. And, God, give me a good day and make me smart and happy and have everything that I want. And I noticed that. And so then I just, let's change the way we pray. Let's say, before we say any of that, let's just thank God for something. Or whatever it is. God, thank you for beautiful weather, beautiful sky, the blue sky, the sun being out, whatever it is. And as soon as you start like that, man, just changes your whole day, because you just started by saying thank you for something. It goes very well.
Hey guys, that's a good song. Hey, that song, like, thank you for the sunshine, thank you for it. I can sing it, a studio version, if the people want it. Just let us know in the comments.
Just dubbed over the top.
Yeah, just let us know in the comments.
We'll,
like, debut single from the P4 guys.
we'll
I think someone
drop it
commented
over
on
there.
Yeah, I think
For the fans.
Christmas album incoming. Jordan My Lotta.
All right. And to just wrap us up and help us focus on some other things, would you rather, a classic ending, would you rather Crocs or slides? There's
Easy.
only one right answer.
Easy.
I'm actually wearing them now, but I'm not going to show the toes on.
Come on, mate. Come on.
Incorrect. He's incorrect.
Let me tell you.
Slides.
Let me tell you.
This is where it's at.
Let me tell you something. Okay? Put the dogs away, Samuel, please. Crocs. I'm going to say Crocs. What are you saying?
I'm Crocs.
What do you say?
No.
Slides.
Slides?
We've held it up to the camera.
Yeah.
Must be a married thing,
on
bro.
camera.
It must not be allowed by their wives. They must be
Haters
sworn
for
out.
Crocs.
I think it cuts women off from your
Yeah,
life.
maybe that's why. Maybe we should
That's the
transition.
issue.
I was an avid Croc hater for 23 years of my life.
Wow. That's a long
The
time.
best 23 years.
Amazingly hateful. I got gifted these as a joke. I put them on and I repented immediately. It's just different.
No.
You
Sorry.
can throw them in sports mode. You can put some
Yeah.
what do you call gibbets? Are they called?
Giblet things, yeah.
Giblet, whatever they're called. And it's just, I don't know. It's you can go for just nice walks. They look cool.
No, you are nearly on track until you said they look cool. They look hideous.
They're unique. You can personalize them.
It's the look. It's the look.
Uniquely ugly.
It's the look and
But
the
Josh,
space for me.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know that.
It may be true, but no Crocs will touch these feet.
We know what you're
They
getting.
are-
I know what we're getting in for Christmas this year.
They are far too
We should do
ugly.
a gift exchange
Far
for
too
the
ugly.
last Christmas episode. What do you reckon?
I've been thinking about that. A Christmas gift swap.
Yeah, I like it. Some
No.
say Crocs. Yeah, anyone that doesn't have that opinion, I respect you, but it's wrong.
Slides.
Slides.
Ease of wear.
Yeah.
Comfort.
Recovery.
What?
Looks fantastic.
I've got recovery slides right on.
Why
right now.
can't? Why aren't these ease of wear?
because they look ugly. And because you have to put sports
Functionality
mode on.
over looks.
looks.
You have
Dude,
to
you
turn
can-
sports mode on.
Bro, anyway.
We've got technology in ours.
One more question then. The old Aussie throwback thongs, sandals.
No, they're dead.
Nah, I don't mind a pair of. Oh,
I saw Georgie wearing.
yeah, I'll rock them.
I haven't seen a young person under the age of 40 wear thongs.
Just a sign of
I didn't
age.
see thongs. I was just seeing hair, bro. That's all I was saying.
Oh, no, I don't have anything else to add after that.